and welcome to Overdrive. I'm Shireen Pan. It was in January last year that Toyota made clear its plans to be a serious volume player in the Indian car market, and so it launched the Toyota Etios Sedan. Launched at the Auto Expo, the car finally hit the roads in December, saw phenomenal consumer response and has seen a long waiting period. But to be a serious volume player, Toyota knows it needs to do a hatch, and not just any hatch. It has to take on the likes of Maruti Suzuki and Hyundai. Does the Toyota Etios Liva have enough to take on its competition? Here's a first drive report.
For all its virtues, the Toyota Etios was not what anyone would call a great looker.
Watch the skies.
So when you first set eyes on the Liva, especially from the front, But there is good news. From any other angle, the Liva does look younger, sportier and smarter than the sedan. Especially in this top-of-the-line VX variant with the body kit, rear spoiler and 15-inch alloy wheels. In the squeeze to get the car below 4 meters in length, the wheelbase has shrunk by 90 millimeters. But fear not.
Now this seat is in my regular driving position and typically a normal sized person cannot fit in behind me. But let me show you. Not moving the seat at all. Even I can actually manage to squeeze in here. It is a bit tight, but as you can see, it fits.
The rest of the cabin is also largely unchanged. The console with the centered dials, stacked AC vents, and audio system is just like in the sedan. The red and black trim stays, and little touches like the large bottle holders add functionality. The Liva is available in 6 colors. Now that you've seen the spicy red, let's take a drive in the more sedate beige.
The Liva will launch with only a petrol engine. And like most other hatchbacks in this class, it's going to be a 1.2 litre unit, in this case putting out 80 PS of power and 104 Newton meters of torque. Toyota also claims an ARAI certified mileage of 18.3 kilometers per litre, which is best in class.
The excellent mileage has one major reason: weight, or rather a lack of it. The Etios sedan was one of the few Indian cars that weighed less than a ton, and the Liva is 26 kilos lighter. The benefits accrue to the engine, which has less weight to carry around than any other car in the segment. The new 1.2 litre unit shares its architecture with the Etios' 1.5 and retains all 4 cylinders, which helps refinement. But on the move, the Liva feels a bit sluggish. Unlike the Etios with its oodles of low and mid-range torque, the Liva's motor needs a bit of cajoling to get it moving in a hurry. In performance terms, it may not have the urgency of the Swift, but is certainly a lot nicer than the rest of the pack. Since Toyota organized this test drive at its factory near Bengaluru, we got to use the test track to see what the Liva's dynamic package was like.
Toyota wants to position the Liva as a young and sporty hatchback, and for that reason, they've retained the Etios' overtly sporty, leather-wrapped, flat-bottom steering wheel. On the move, the steering feels really light, which is great if you want to nip in and out of city traffic and be nimble and move about a lot. But to really be sporty, you want that little bit of feedback from the steering at speed, which you don't quite seem to get in the Liva.
The light curb weight, which helps the engine and mileage, does lead to some compromises on the dynamics. While the steering is light and the car changes direction easily, there is pronounced body roll and some front-end dive under hard braking.
That said, the Liva is very comfortable and relaxed to drive. Noise suppression in the cabin is par for the course. The ride quality is pretty good, even over this special ropeway that we've got here to test the car, and the driving position is excellent. So So you can just keep going on and on and on those long drives without a problem.
The McPherson struts at the front and torsion beam rear have been tuned for comfort and ideally matched to Indian road conditions. So the plush Toyota ride is very apparent. We expect the Liva's prices to range between 4 and 5.5 lakhs ex-showroom, slotted between the Figo and Swift and tasked with stealing sales from both.
And so to sum things up, the Liva is a good-looking, extremely comfortable and spacious hatchback. Sure, it does look a lot younger and sportier than the Etios sedan, but to me, this car is going to attract a slightly more mature customer, a customer who knows what he wants. He wants the reliability, he wants the space, and he wants the comfort. What we don't know right now is the price, but if Toyota gets that right, the Liva is certainly going to be a player in the Indian hatchback segment.